professional standards, I received a complaint form from you.
Yes,
that you
sir.
dropped off today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Just wanted to inform you that we received it. I'll be investigating the complaint. Is there anything else other than what you put on the form that you wish to inform us of, or do you want to let me know about?
I mean, it was pretty clear. I was arrested for not having papers for my service animal.
Well, according to the report, you were arrested for disorderly conduct. I think the issues with the service animal and the papers was more to do with the business.
Yeah, but you have an obligation to federal law that says you're supposed to write the business a ticket if they don't follow the law.
Okay. All right, I will look into that. Is there anything else?
Not that I know of. I mean, I don't know. I've never done this before. Is there anything else?
No, I mean, I got pretty much everything on your form. Usually, like I said, when I receive these, I usually just like to follow up and make sure that sometimes people either forget or just don't include everything in there. So I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing else that you wish to report.
Do you want to read it back to me just to make sure? And then give me your opinion if you're calling? I mean, I would appreciate that.
Well, I can read it back to you. I'm not going to give you my opinion because I haven't had an opportunity to investigate it yet, but I can certainly read that dropped off.
I'd appreciate it if you read it back and at least, your input based on what I have to say.
Okay. The Met and Pawtucket RI called police, told Pawtucket police that I needed to have papers for my service animal. The police arrived. I'm not trying to read the writing here. The police arrested me for not having papers for my dog after I informed them of federal law and about the ticket that should have been given to the Met. I spent 15 days in jail. My service animal was then stolen from me and was put in a pound for, looks like 18 days.
No, the 15 days I was in jail.
Oh, 15, okay.
Yeah.
It is illegal to ask for service documentation on my service animal. They also stole my phone for evidence because I properly documented all of this with a video that was just under an hour. So that's what we had from you.
Yeah. So my service animal by federal law wasn't supposed to leave my side at the business or when I went to jail. 2016 revisal of the law shows that service animals are supposed to be by my side no matter what, any state or federal facility. That's how it's written for the federal law. If that's a part of interest for maybe not understanding the legitimacy of said situation, and for saying it, while we're on the phone, I believe this is retaliation because this is not the first time that the Pawtucket police have done this, and they definitely have cost. These actions have cost the taxpayers of the state over $200,000 in litigations for their inaccuracy of the law. Does that make sense?
If you're saying that that's what it is, and I have no reason to doubt you, but I can't confirm or deny that.
Oh, what I'm saying is, after litigations, the actions that your officers have taken in telling the public what they're doing is legal and right because they're failing to actually write the ticket that I show them, with my phone, the legal place, how to write the ticket. And they admit they know the ticket, but they never had it, so they're not going to write it. Your officers do that on film.
The ticket?
Yeah, if you watch the confiscated film, they stole my phone. It says that also, right? So they stole my phone, and the evidence.
They seized your phone. I don't know if they stole your phone.
Well, if you take something without permission if you take something without permission to investigate something that's not a crime, there was no victims here except for myself, because federal law was violated.
Okay.
Makes sense,
so
right?
Is your complaint in regards to the business not being ticketed or your arrest? Because your arrest was for disorderly.
All of it.
Okay.
All of it. You have to realize once they came and violated federal.
Itself will be litigated and adjudicated to the court system. I don't
you have to understand. after they failed to follow federal law with the business and didn't give the ticket, then they failed to follow federal law and stole my service animal and put her in some sort of incarceration while I was incarcerated for not having paperwork that doesn't exist.
You were incarcerated for disorderly conduct because of your behavior there.
Okay, well, if you watch the evidence,
yeah,
that was confiscated.
I'm not saying that you did or didn't. I'm just telling you what you were incarcerated for.
They said I did what now?
I said I'm not saying that you were or were not. These allegations, you're just being charged. You haven't been
So
guilty.
I have their report.
What they charged you with.
I have their report in front of me, and they say they told the business that they're right for not for calling them, and they trespass me from the property for not having papers for my service animal.
Okay.
Now I advised them they need to call their supervisor. Their supervisor showed up. He did not identify himself, and he arrested me.
Okay. All right. I will be looking into your claims, and
Can I get your name and badge number again, please, sir?
Sure. It's Sergeant Braga. I work in the Office of Professional Standards, and my badge number is 91.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Like I said, I'll be investigating this, and I will be in touch with you once the investigation is concluded.
And how long should I expect to wait to hear back from you?
So we have up to 90 days to conduct these investigations. If they need to go further, we can request an extension on it. But I can't give you a firm, number of days or weeks at this point. I have to start investigating it, and then it will.
So within 90 days.
I'm sorry?
Within 90 days, I should hear back from you then?
Within 90 days, you'll hear back from me. Then it's either been concluded, and if it has to be extended, I'll also let you know.
Can I ask how long you've been practicing this position?
How long what?
You've been practicing the position you're in now.
I've been in my position for over 2 years.
Very nice. I'm just asking, it's curious for whatever reasons, I guess. I said I'm curious for whatever reasons, I guess. I do appreciate your time.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can call the main number at my extension 766.
All right. Thank you, sir.